backwoods of Florida, going to the revival meeting they've asked me to teach, and it looks like this the whole way. But right up there is pretty cool. There's a sign to the old historic building where they have the church. The church started in 1856, and they put this sign up, which is kind of cool. You don't see this very often. One guy said he was driving down the road coming the other way, and he saw that sign and said, "Wait a minute." He backed up and he went, "Yep, that's Robert Breaker, I'm coming," because he watches me on YouTube.
There it is.
Paran Baptist Church. We're going to turn in. Once we can get through the traffic here. So, there we go. Right here. Bible. Guest speaker Robert Breaker. Isn't that cool? Not every day you see your face on the billboard. So we got to go down this old road. So let's film this old road. So 1856. The pastor said he was the what, 75th pastor? And if this thing is still going, imagine the old days when there was just horse and buggy to come out here. This would have been amazing. Because Florida is hot, but this is up on a hill, so there would have been a breeze to keep the mosquitoes down. And then you had all these beautiful oak trees to keep the sun off of you. And there's a lot of historical people, well, history in the cemetery, because there's a lot of Confederate veterans and things. But isn't that beautiful with the gazebo there on the left? This is really pretty. And I just like the trees. Lots of shade here.
Like that Spanish moss.
Yep, Spanish moss is beautiful too. So, we're going to go look around at some of these old graves. There's some slave graves here too, which is interesting. But what a beautiful old building.
We're gonna eat some fish. Have a fish fry.
Oh yeah, we're having a fish fry too. And the bell works. That's what's so cool. Look back at the church. The bell works. Now look out there, through there at the sun, through the cemetery, how pretty that looks. On resurrection morn, some of those, maybe a lot of those are gonna come up. That's just a beautiful view of old Florida right there. I love the way those trees are and everything. Here's an old one here, Confederate veteran, W.R. Napier, born in 1837, died in 1911. Actually fought in the Confederate. Over here, some more. Look at these old ones. When they're up high like that, that's an old one. Yeah. Calhoun. Wow. This is kind of fun because a lot of times you'll see epitaphs that have Bible verses. That's not a very old one, is it? And you remember, you don't step on where they're buried out of respect. You'll walk around, right? What's this neat? I don't know that. Some people decorate in different ways and make it look pretty. Look at this one. There's one. Boy, that's so old. You can hardly even read that one. What does it say? Oh man, I'm having a hard time reading that one. Might have to try. Yes, Conrad? Here's one. Born in, looks like 1830 something. Corinto. And then there's one over here. Okay, Gornto. We could go look at all these, Conrad. Is this fun to see these? This is history. Lots of history. Okay, now this one here. It says here, 5 slaves buried in this area. So they had a slave graveyard here, and then next to it says 2 slaves buried in this area. So some slaves were buried here. Now some people would look at that and say, oh, that's just so horrible, and thank God slavery's over. But I wonder if they're really thinking about why they were buried here. Probably because they came to church here and probably got saved here, and they're probably up in heaven. So that's just something to think about. But what an amazing place with the church in the distance. And I appreciate them asking and inviting me to come here and preach here in this historic Paran Baptist Church. The church in the Wildwood, it's called. Look at this. 2nd Florida Infantry, CSA. Country that doesn't even exist anymore. Died in 1896. Wow. The other thing I forgot to mention about this church is one of the pastors of this church, they say, baptized Billy Graham. So that's kind of interesting. Here's one very close. R.S. Mobley, born April 9th, 1834. Died December 29th, 1899. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. What a neat thing to put onto your tombstone. So look at this. This person here was born in 1837, died in 1905. So this is pretty neat, Conrad. What do you think? It's fun to walk through cemeteries sometimes and just look and see. What was it?
When I die, I don't want to be buried in a graveyard. I want to be buried in the wilderness.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard to read. Huh. This is interesting. 1837. Can you see people here in the 1830s, Conrad? How cool that would have been. And look what's back there is a swamp. So we're way up on a hill with the swamp behind it. And maybe that was just for security. Try to keep people from attacking, because they would have had the Indian Wars, the Seminole Indian Wars back then. And sometimes the Indians would go on rampage and try to, attack. So I wonder if there was ever a Seminole attack here at one time. Here's another Civil War person. Marshall Siegler. Died October 1892, age 70 years. The Lord is my strength and song, and has become my salvation. Wow. Amen. Wow, here's some very old ones here. Look at how old these are, buddy. Do you see? They're so old you can't even read it. They had to put another one down here in order to read the names. But I wish I could read, because there's lots of words there, and it would have been a lot of interesting information. How cool that would have been to be able to read that, okay? So, wow. Can you imagine what the rapture will be like in this place, and all these graves are opened up? Okay, well, we're going to go have a fish fry. But I wanted to look around out here and see all this. Look, there's a beautiful lake there in the background. And this is old Florida. Old Florida.
I need some water.
Me too. It's hot here. We need some water. But what an amazing place, and what a historical place. And I love history, so what an amazing thing to be able to come here and preach in a historical old Baptist church. Here's the inside of the church, so let's go inside. Oh, first let me show you this. If you're still around in 2056, come out here and check out the time capsule. So that's funny. That's a time capsule for 2056. But I think the rapture will come first. But neat old historical building. Oh, excuse me. Come on. No problem. So that's what she looks like. Not the original building from 1856, but pretty similar. Pretty cool, huh? And to think you could have come and been here with us. They told me someone in the church painted those and put her name down. And when they painted it, the lady that painted these painted her own daughter's face right there. That's kind of a neat history. So here's the view. And it's been neat to come here and be able to do this. So this is a blessing. Turn real quick. Ready to turn? Turn real quick.
At these days, I started to be a dad.
Are you ready to go in, Elise, or no? Wave to mommy.
I see you standing up.
Where's Elise? Oh, okay.
Are you having a good time? Yes? We know Robert's having a good time. We gonna have to row in?
No. You're not supposed to stand up on these, but I like to. I'm trying to come right to you. Elise, let's both go right toward Mom.
Just float around out here, let them sail around us. Get some good.
You go to the left of her, go around her, don't hit her.
She's gonna hit us.
She made it. Look at me.
Good girl.
Look at me, I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, she's good.
Oh, I'll hit you. Let's hit each other, Elise.
You getting the hang of this, Elise?
So you're gonna have to go across the bay at our house. No other way, so you don't miss. All the times and go get broken. Let's race. Ready? Go.
There you go.
These pants I'm wearing are the kinds that you can get wet.
Good job, honey.
And I like the kinds that you can get wet.
This is fun. Look at me, Conrad. Hi.
Hey,
Are you a water boy too?
I'm trying. Look at my trying. Is this fun, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Does this look fun?
Sure.
Here I go. Got a little air. Got a little wind.
Oh,
Trying to pick up speed.
A
Here we
lily
go.
pad field. If there's any alligators under that lily pad field, I'm gonna push my boat into the alligators. Because Dad told me alligators love to hide under lily pads. Is what Dad told me.
That's fun. That was close. We just might have to go out later. This was fun.